Alright, Schlockmeister fans, just in time for Thanksgiving. It's the other Thanksgiving horror movie that's not Thanksgiving. It's Blood Rage, Nightmare at Shadow Woods. Let's check it out. That, my friends, is Ted Raimi on the right. And he's a condom salesman. At the drive-in. I believe this movie starts in 1974 or so. Now this is Louise Lasser and her man making out in the drive-in, while her kids are in the back. I guess it's their kids. I'm not sure. At least hers. Terry and Todd. Anyway, they sneak out of the car and one of them finds an axe. Now the two boys are twins, of course, and one of them who has the axe decides to do this. That was the guy who was buying the condoms. And the kid who did the murder is now going to frame his brother for it. That's Terry on the left and Todd on the right holding the axe. 10 years later, Todd is in an institution, and he's now like spilling some memories to his psychologist saying, I didn't do this.
Manny treated Todd like a child, as if no time had passed.
Meanwhile, Terry's been living the good life all these years. There he is in the red.
You must be Terry. Your mom's told me all about you. I'm Beth, your new neighbor. This is Andrea. She's just home from college, too. Your mom invited us for Thanksgiving.
At Thanksgiving dinner, Louise Lasser, Mom, announces her engagement.
Congratulations, Mom. Oh, you're going to get a chance to meet the rest of the family.
They got some news.
My psychotic brother just escaped.
Terry, is something really wrong with him? Or is he
Mom told Terry not to say anything, but he spilled it anyway. Terry apparently didn't like this guy getting engaged to his mom. So Terry's murderous ways have come back.
never killed anybody?
I think we got ourselves a killing spree again. Now, this is Terry's doctor. Now she's out looking for him, assuming he's going to come back. But instead, I'm sorry, that was Todd's doctor. She found Terry instead. She meets an untimely end. Terry's a mess. And hungry.
It's not cranberry sauce.
The actress Julie Gordon.
Well, I want you to make love to me.
She thinks that's Terry.
You're shocked, huh?
But it's actually Todd.
Well, Terry, come on. I wish you'd say something.
Terry reveals to that girl that, Todd reveals that he's Todd. Then he wanders off and finds his doctor's corpse. And I guess tries to piece her together. Fail. I believe this is that new chick, Andrea, and she was trying to date an older man, a rich man. Things didn't turn out well. She runs off, and then Terry finds her. Now, we know Terry is the killer, but everybody's going to think Todd is the killer. We have a shower scene here, which I can't show you, that Terry is spying on. We have a couple making love on a diving board, and Terry's going to walk in on them. Todd comes in and wipes them both out. Couldn't show you much because they were both completely nude. This is Todd.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing in my car? You're a friend of Terry's, right?
Oh my God, you're Terry's crazy brother.
No, it's Terry. He's crazy. He's killing people.
Terry again.
Terry, brother's here.
Now the bodies are being found.
Why? Why are you doing this? Open the door! You have to let me in!
The man said not to let anyone in.
Oh, but please! There's nobody after me! He's chasing me! He's trying to hurt me!
You're gonna hurt my kitty.
Oh!
So Louise Lasser is trying to get her fiance's attention, Greg.
I'm calling you on the phone! God's here!
She eventually figures out why he hasn't been answering his phone. He's got no hand to pick it up with. Or a head, for that matter. We have a final confrontation at the swimming pool. Karen, who is holding that baby, is helping Todd out of the pool. Mom is not sure who's who, but she's got a gun on Terry. And then she consoles her son, thinking it's Terry. But it's actually Todd. But the truth comes out.
I'm Todd. I'm Todd.
Mama can't take it, and our film ends with Mama taking her life. All right, let's talk about this movie called Blood Rage. This is a movie that my fellow Schlockmeister, Jeff, he taped this movie off of cable under the title Nightmare at Shadow Woods, and years later he was trying to get that movie again. Now, this was the days before IMDb, so he had trouble finding this movie, and turns out eventually we found out that it was also released under the title Blood Rage. Now, yeah, probably in the early 2000s, I tracked down a VHS of it, and I bought it, never watched it, set it in a box for a number of years. Then for my old YouTube channel, I reviewed it, liked it, and then I haven't seen it since, except, actually, I should take that back. I reviewed it for my YouTube channel, and picked up the Blu-ray for it at some point later on, and I re-reviewed it, because this was actually the first Arrow Blu-ray I ever picked up. So anyway, the movie itself starts out in 1974, I believe, and these two kids, these twin brothers, Todd and Terry, are in the back of a car late night at a drive-in theater. Their mom's making out in the front seat with her man. The two twins get out. One of them gets an axe and butchers this guy who's having sex with his girlfriend in a nearby car. Once he's done, he gives the axe to his brother and wipes the blood on the brother's face, and basically accuses his brother of doing the murder. So Terry accused Todd of doing the murder. So everybody believed it, of course, because Todd was covered with blood and had the axe in his hand. So Todd gets sent to some sort of mental institution, and it's 10 years later now. It's Thanksgiving time, and apparently Todd has been having some... he's being able to get some past memories out, and he says, I didn't do this, my brother did. So anyway, he ends up escaping from this institution wherever he is, and he finds up on his way home to where his brother Terry is still living with Mom. It's Thanksgiving. Mom is now getting engaged to some other dude, and Terry seems a little weird. Of course, we know Terry is the killer. Anyway, once they find out that Todd has escaped, Terry kind of goes on a killing spree, starts killing everybody. And it's really, really gory, too. He chops a guy's head off. He takes a machete to another guy. He slices up some people. The real abuse comes to this guy, Greg, who's going to be his stepfather. Chops off his hand, then he slices his head down the middle, which later on, it splits open when the body falls. It's kind of cool. So ultimately, Todd comes back. And his doctor comes back too. Terry kills the doctor, chops her in two pieces. There's a final showdown at the end between Terry and Todd are in this like swimming pool area. And the mom comes in, Louise Lasser, and she ends up shooting Terry. Although she thought it was Todd, because she still thinks Todd is the bad guy. Well, then she starts hugging Todd and saying, it's okay, everything's going to be okay. And then Todd's like, I'm Todd, not Terry, you know? And then Mom freaks out and shoots herself in the head, and that's how the movie ends. So there you go. Anyway, like I said, this is the first Arrow Blu-ray I have, and it's a pretty good one. This one's got like three discs in it, 2 DVDs, one under the title Nightmare in Shadow Woods. Incidentally, the on-screen title for the Blu-ray is called Slasher, which was an alternate title here. Also does come with a Blu-ray too. Now, on Amazon, I looked this up. This with the slipcover here, this thing's running for $124.99, which is absolutely preposterous. I'll leave a link down below to a slightly, I should say, quite a bit cheaper Blu-ray for it. But it's a pretty good movie, and since it's holidays, it's a Thanksgiving movie. This and Thanksgiving are the only two Thanksgiving horror movies I think exist, so had to watch this one, re-review it. So anyway, I like the movie. It's pretty gory, and it's a pretty good time waster. So check it out. Only 82 minutes long. It also co-stars, by the way, Julie Gordon. You might remember her from the movie Super Fuzz, which I reviewed very recently, actually. She was the love interest in that movie, and she's in this as well. So anyway, check it out. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what you think about Nightmare at Shadow Woods, otherwise known as Blood Rage. Watch it. Bye.